Yeah, we're live. What's good to you? What's good to you too? This is Reg in the building. It's Reg in the building. I got my homeboy, Tribero,
What up?
and I got a newcomer today. My good friend from Charlotte, homegirl Ashley Burke's in the building. How you doing, Ash?
I'm good. What's up, everybody?
It's got two people watching. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, what I usually like to do, I usually like to wait until like about five people come in, three or four or five,
Yeah.
and then
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get shit started. And with the beginning part of the show, we're just gonna have like a little icebreaker talking about some current topics and music
Right.
and shit
Right,
like
right.
that. But not too long though.
True.
So what y'all think about the upcoming Woodstock 50 lineup and shit?
World Star 50. I wasn't really into like World Star like that, so I honestly wouldn't know to
Woodstock.
begin with. Woodstock? Oh, Woodstock. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought Oh, I don't know, cause I mean, I've heard a few names like from you two were talking about, but what's the complete list?
Um,
The,
well, they
the
sort of
list is
asked me.
on it's on the Woodstock. I believe they got an Instagram page, but they still adding people, but the main stars is Jay-Z is headlining day three, and they got Chance the Rapper, they got Imagine Dragons, I think the Killers are gonna be there. They got an assortment of different artists and bands, but my problem is I think that it's too trendy. I think they should have added like the Rolling Stones and the Grateful Dead,
Like the
U2.
like the original OGs and
Right. Well. A lot of the problem is a lot of them are dead. That's the problem.
oh
So
yeah, oh
I
yeah,
mean,
that's right. That's right. A lot of
right,
original members from those groups are deceased.
right,
Yeah.
or gone. So I mean, but I think they could have included those, U2, those type of groups. You know what I'm saying? The Robert Plant, artists like that. But I don't know. I think they went for the more trendy on lineup.
I
Yeah,
agree.
and until you lose heart from that, you lose heart from
Yeah,
like diehard fans of those specific groups and all that, and they will want
right.
to see, but that's just
Yeah,
everyone has a different taste of what they like and all that stuff. But hey, to each his own. So
right, right.
I
yeah.
agree. Then who else is making news? Who else is making news? Oh, Chance the Rapper is gonna drop some new music and shit.
That's dope.
Um,
Oh, didn't he get married
Yeah,
and
yeah,
him and
man.
his wife are expecting another child?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, they having another girl.
That's good. Congrats to him.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like the old Chance the Rapper's music and shit. I'm not
Yeah.
too on this new shit like that.
I like his stuff. I thought Acid Rap was a dope mixtape and coloring book. I want to hear what he got coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Bet. Like Chance Ashley?
I really haven't really listened to stuff like that, but from what I've heard people telling me this, that, and the third is like his stuff is dope. That's all I can really go on.
I feel you
Yeah.
though. I feel you.
Mhm. Yeah, because if I listen to any rap or hip hop, I just stick with stuff that I've known, like I've listened to, like when I was like a teenager, all the way up to this point, and what I've heard growing up, like
Oh,
Bone Thugs and Harmony, Pac, Biggie, stuff
nice.
like that.
Facts.
Mhm.
Yeah, Bone Thugs, that's my shit, though. I like the
Oh
early
yeah.
Bone Thugs.
For me, we
Yeah,
got
I
we got to
know.
do like a whole episode of Bone Thugs.
Oh wow, I know one of my cousins met I think Lazy Bone at a club somewhere.
Mm.
I don't know if it was
Yeah,
like a either in a club in Ohio or a club down in Charlotte. She saw him. I don't know.
man.
Yeah.
Hey guys, quick question before we start. Is it just
Yeah.
me
Hmm.
or is it that whenever y'all talking, y'all still on a small screen and shit?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with my hangouts today. It's just like it's acting up lately.
Hmm.
Cause usually when somebody's talking, it's like their screen just shows up in the big screen. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes on YouTube. I don't know why.
Oh, so it's a regular thing?
Yeah, like it happened before. Like I forgot what episode we were doing. It was like all of us, like Mike and Steven was on there, and like the screen was just little for some reason. I don't know why.
I got you.
Yeah.
But other than that, you know, how many people's watching? It's got one person. Yeah, I don't think nobody was expecting me to do a New Kids on the Block review.
I love it, man. Fuck that. We gotta talk about what we like, man. You know?
Exactly. Like not everyone's gonna agree, but
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, to be honest, I'm not like the biggest fan though, but the Face the Music album I do like. But I'm gonna give
I told you were gonna love this one.
Yeah. But we gotta do that Keith Sweat album I put you up on though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Cause one of my subscribers wanted me to do to Make It Last Forever, but now I kind of gave him a warning saying that I kind of prefer if he talked about the video that he's watching first, besides just saying, can you review this? Cause that's an album I was kind of considering reviewing later on this year though, but I might have to push it back now. I just gave him like a warning. Next time I might not review it, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, because niggas kind of getting out of hand with that shit lately.
Crazy.
But yeah, let's get this shit started. You know, we got one person watching, so I think more people would eventually come.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? We're gonna do this is the New Kids on the Block edition. Yeah, so New Kids on the Block. Some people might say they're the white new edition. Some people might say there's Marie Starr's counterpart, revenge against them, but you know, they had some joints and shit like that. The members, well, the original members include Jonathan Knight, Jordan Knight, Joey McIntyre, thank you. Donnie Wahlberg, Danny Wood, and Mark Wahlberg, who will later be known as Marky Mark.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. But what I did not know was that he had left once the group was started, was formed. By the way, they formed in Boston, by the way, excuse me.
Right.
And they hired Jamie Kelly, excuse me. And Star was replaced replaced Jamie with Joey and shit like that. And I think Marie Star was impressed by Donnie Wahlberg's like rapping skills and shit like that, since he was like the original member he wanted first.
Right.
Like pretty much he was the Michael Bivins of the group in terms of the rapping. Let's just say that.
True.
Yeah. Yet again, another comparison to New Edition. Like
yeah.
And that's a stretch because I feel like Ronnie was the better rapper, but that's just me.
He was. He was. But yeah, okay, so the group was formed, and I think the original name of the group at the time was, I don't know if I want to say this. Nanook, okay.
It's Nanook.
Thank you.
Really? Oh wow.
Yep, Nanook.
That's why I'm glad Ashley's doing this review with me, because I would have fucked this review over.
What kind of name was that for them? Like, that's crazy.
And you know what? I watched a behind the music special on these guys, and they ended up saying that they hated that name.
I hate it too.
Yeah, and you know what? It was Maurice Starr's idea.
Right.
Believe it or not, it was his idea to come up with that name, Nanook.
What the hell? They wouldn't have sold as many millions like with that name.
No. Because if they would have kept that name, imagine how their careers would have been.
Exactly. Forgettable.
Yeah, and that's the reason why when they did go were on Columbia Records, they had their debut album was their self-titled album, and one of the record execs was like, "Hey, why don't y'all change your name to New Kids on the Block since y'all have a song with that same title?"
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it worked.
It did. So, speaking of that, The album was released in 1986, and it went nowhere at the time. It didn't really do too well.
No.
But
yeah, and I listened to some of their stuff, but overall, their sound was just too bubblegum pop. Cause it will automatically remind you of New Edition's Candy Girl.
yeah.
Yeah, cause some of the stuff I was listening to, and I was like, this sounds too similar to Candy Girl right here. Like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no, did not do a cover of Did Not Blow Your Mind this time.
They did.
Oh, no. I don't even want to
Yeah,
listen
they
to
did. I mean, it ain't terrible, but like I said, you probably have to hear it for yourself. So, and I'll like you have your own opinion on that. So I'm gonna let you speak it.
that. I just can't picture Chipmunks singing that song, man.
No, no. It ain't even like that. But I do know Jordan, Joey, and I want to say Danny did lead vocals on that rendition of "Did Not Blow Your Mind."
All right, bet.
Yeah.
So after that album flopped on the charts and shit, Maurice Starr, he wanted to like change the direction of the group, and new kids, they wanted like more creative control and shit like that.
Exactly.
And I can see why.
Yeah.
So they dropped the first single, "Please Don't Go Girl," and shit like that. And that song got them little airplay and shit like that. Got them airplay. And so the album was released, Hanging Tough was released in 89. And it was like a slow release and shit like that. It was good, but it didn't get popular until like maybe late 89 up to 1990.
And it's funny that you mention it because I think I remember hearing Donnie Wahlberg saying that there was one particular DJ somewhere in Florida who I guess played Please Don't Go Girl on the charts.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he had it cross over to like the pop charts at one point. So whoever that DJ was at the time that did that, it up like automatically catapulted the album up to the success that it did get.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's as crazy as a story I heard about. This DJ was offered to play Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby, but he said it was whack. But then he accidentally played it because I think he meant to play the B side or something like that. But yeah, it was a mix up and shit like that. And the rest. But yeah, singles albums known for Please Don't Go Girl, You Got It, The Right Stuff, I'll Be Loving You Forever, Hanging Tough, and Cover.
Of course. Yep.
Now I have to be, before we get into this album, this is actually my first time hearing this album, so as you guys know, I'm going to give my honest thoughts.
Right.
Absolutely, don't hold nothing back.
I'm going to give my honest thoughts. So yeah, we'll see what she's going to do about it. So yeah. All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, track number 1. Oh, Maurice Starr, he produced this whole album, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. Track number 1, You Got It, The Right Stuff. Now, little story. I've heard this song for years, and I never knew that they sung this song.
Really?
Really. I thought it was like a new wave band, like Devo or some shit. Like, I always love this song, like, right stuff. Because it's sampled a couple times too. Not good actually, but yeah, You Got It, The Right Stuff. That's a very dope song. Very dope song, like that. Yeah, it's been played out in popular culture a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And I heard it on an episode of Family Guy.
That's why I heard it too.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. I'm done.
I love it, man. I think it's a great track, a big hit single for them. I remember the video when it came out, and you know, the chorus is kind of cheesy, but it's still such a classic hit. You know, that's really what put them on the map, and a great way to start off the album.
Yeah, when I heard this song too, I actually saw it on YouTube, of course, and they had old clips of them doing Showtime at the Apollo and different various shows from back in the day. And when they did the Apollo, everyone went wild when they did this song. When they did the little thing like from Moore's Day in the Time to like paying homage to them and the Jackson Five and stuff like that. And while I was watching the video, I noticed like during like in the middle of the song when they did a dance break and stuff, the audience was going, "Go white boys, go white
Mhm.
boys."
Lord.
Yeah, and that's another thing about New Kids on the Block too. Like the black community embraced them a lot back in that time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did.
Like they were like, of course, like because Marie Starr and everything like that. But the black community had like a lot of love for New Kids. They were even on Soul Train
Mm-hmm.
for God's sake.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wow,
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah. They had a Saturday morning cartoon also.
wow,
Oh yeah, that's right. They did have a
Yeah.
cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Come on, ABC. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Hmm.
And I didn't know that either until I was like digging more info into it. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
who else didn't have their own cartoon in back in the 90s and whatnot?
Mm. But did everyone share their thoughts about the song?
Yeah.
Ashley, you did.
Hmm. Yeah,
All right.
I did. I loved it. Even though it's
Oh, yeah.
catchy and it's like infectious, but hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. Okay.
Hmm.
Track number 2, Please Don't Go Girl.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Let it
Eh,
out, man. Let it out. Come on with
it's too damn early for a ballad, yo. That's all I'm saying.
No, Lord.
And you guys know I like a good ballad. I like a good ballad,
Yeah.
but there's
Mhm.
certain limits a ballad has to take.
Right.
Well, you would rather hear it like in the middle of the album or something, or toward the end, right?
Right. Right.
More like the fourth, fifth song, maybe.
Yeah, like somewhere like between track four or track five, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, this one of their biggest hits and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, vocally, it's a good song. Vocally, I'll give you that. But
Yeah.
bit too damn sentimental. But there's more sentimental shit to come.
You can't.
However, I
Hey.
did like the Soul Train performance of this song. I do like that.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I watched that several times. I watched that one. I even watched one they did at the Apollo, but I like the one when they did on Soul Train more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
I
done.
think I know I get what you're saying, Reg, about the it's too early for a ballad, but I think
Hmm.
the reason why they sequenced it like that is because there's a lot of fast songs towards the end of the album. So I feel like they put like the slow stuff early, and then they put like the fast stuff towards the end of the album. It's only 10 tracks, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I thought it
True.
was a great even though it's a ballad, but when you play that song on like a good stereo, it's a banging track. Like the beat is banging, you know what I'm saying? And it
Hmm.
highlights Joseph's vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he was still like that's before his balls dropped too. So he still had that kitty voice.
Yeah.
And even then when he was younger, he had like a beautiful voice, and he still has a beautiful voice now. And I thought it was
Hmm.
a nice ballad. But I get what you were saying, because like track two is already a ballad, but that's because they had so many fast songs after that I guess maybe they felt like, let's put the slow songs like early, and then we got the fast stuff on the tail end of the album.
Yeah, and then too at some point it won't be like unforgettable.
Right.
Right. Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another song that I do like. I played it a lot.
Mhm.
And this song is on my top songs from last year's list that I
Mhm.
play every now and again. And I even introduced the song to a mutual friend of Reggie as well as myself too as well. and he
Oh,
liked it too. Yeah,
that's good.
That's what's up.
yeah, yeah. I even watched the video, and they had like two versions of the video. It was like I don't know, like a 3.5 minute version of them
Hmm.
performing at like a school auditorium or something like that, and then there was another version I watched,
Yeah,
and it was just them like all around town in New York at Coney Island and
yeah.
places like that.
Right.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Okay. So that's Please Don't Go Girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Track number 3, I'll Be Loving You Forever. This is a Jordan solo track.
Mhm.
Um, I prefer Please Don't Go Girl, to be honest. Vocally, Jordan did his
Yeah.
thing vocally.
Mhm.
But yeah, new kid, I don't know. Boy bands, it takes me boy bands to me to get used to and shit like that.
Right.
But I respect it. I respect it at that time, you know.
You know why you feel like that? Because of all the boy bands that came after them. See, back when New Kids came out, it was only them and New Edition, and we didn't have like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys in them. So all of the boy bands that came after them,
No,
they kind
no.
of copied that format like New Kids.
Yeah.
Don't forget about Menuendo.
Right, right.
Menudo.
Right.
Oh,
Menudo. Yeah, yeah, Menudo.
Menudo, like we knew about them, but they were more popular outside of America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
okay.
they're popular among the Latin community. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's Menudo or Menuendo?
Menudo.
Menudo.
Menudo, okay.
Yeah,
What's up, Mike?
Mike, what up?
Shit, I'm surprised you're watching this review, boy. Oh yeah,
Oh
Ash,
Lord.
you're gonna love Mike, Ash. You're gonna love Mike. But yeah, I'm done. Y'all can say your thoughts.
I thought it was good. Like Jordan Knight always had a beautiful voice. You know, great
Mhm.
leader of the group, and I thought it was a nice ballad. Another ballad right after "Please Don't Go Girl," and it wasn't one of my favorites when I growing up, but I appreciate the song now,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was a beautiful ballad. Definitely classic.
I feel you.
It kind of had to take me a minute to like let it grow on me when I was listening to it. But yeah, like Jordan with that falsetto voice and like the range he has with it, I was like, I was blown away by this. I'm like,
Mhm.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Very
does
nice.
make you feel like mushy in a way when you
Yeah,
when you hear. Yeah, that's what kind of did to me.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what had me feeling. But I think I really thought they could have put this song like either like at either somewhere not at the very end, but somewhere kind of close towards it.
right.
That's just my opinion on that.
I agree.
Yeah.
Um, I want to say, did you have anything more to say, Ashley?
No, no, that was it.
Okay. I want to say I did like this one line he did say. I
Mhm.
count the blessings that keep our love new. There's one for me and a million for you. Like I did like
Right.
that line though. So
Oh yeah, I thought that was so sweet.
true. All right. So track number 4, Cover Girl. Now this is a song I actually did like a little bit.
Yeah.
Think they're talking about some girl they see in a magazine or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, I did tolerate this one. It was alright.
This one I like. It's Donnie that's doing the lead vocals for that, right?
Yeah, it's Donnie
Yeah.
singing lead.
That's different for him because he usually did like the raps and like he actually stepped in the forefront and did like the lead vocals for that. And I thought it was a nice, song for Donnie. You know, showing his range as a vocalist and not just rapping.
Mm-hmm.
And it has like a rock sound to it as well.
Yeah.
I thought that was good, and I like it. I like it. I like the song.
Okay.
I found this track to be okay too. And yeah, like picking up with what from what you were saying, because
Yeah,
like it does have that rock beat to it, and
right.
I like when I was listening to New Kids and stuff, I really thought Donnie was just the dude that was just rapping all the time, and I didn't know he could like really
Right.
sing like he does. And that
Hmm.
that that blew me away when I was hearing it too. I was like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
All
But it
right,
was a good one for him though. I give him
Yeah.
that.
For sure.
got you. Okay, so that was Cover Girl. Track number 5, I Need You. That's another Donnie solo. Yeah, I didn't really care for this one too much.
I
I
thought
try
it
to
was
give this
good.
song a chance.
I thought it was good. I think on this album, out of any of their albums, Donnie really like stood out a lot because I remember like the Step by Step album. He had some horrid songs on that one, but on this album he really like shined, not just like on the choruses of different songs, but like doing the lead vocals or rapping. And I think he was like the unsung hero of this album. And I like the song. I like the fact that he had he shared some mic time along with Joseph and Jordan. And this was a dope song.
Yeah, I found this song to be okay, even though like Donnie sang it beautifully. It was just I don't know. It was just something about the melody of it. It
Like,
just I don't know. It just kind of brought me down. I was like, dang, like what? Like what's going on with this?
like,
I feel you.
Yeah, I just really wasn't feeling this song at all.
True. But shit, that was I Need You. And track number 6 is my favorite song, which is no surprise for Ashley. Hanging Tough.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, this is possibly one of the few New Kids songs I actually like and shit like that.
mm,
Mostly because that beat, felt like that beat was so dope. Like the drums, like oh, 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 hanging. Like, I just love that shit.
Yeah,
It, didn't- it don't feel
yes.
like a typical boy band kind of song too. It was like
right,
kind of like a song you would hear.
No, no, that's what made him
right,
stand out but from any other boy band, period.
exactly. Yep.
Exactly. Like I didn't hear New Edition going as hard as this. No shade.
Nah. They thing was more hip hop
No.
than rock. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-mm.
I mean, but yeah, that Hanging Tough, yeah, that was like one of the few songs that I can put in a high standard from that year and shit like that from New Kids. Classic song.
Yeah, definitely. I love it, and I like the video as well, and that it has like a real harder edge, a rock sounding edge to them for that song, just like Cover Girl and a couple of other songs on here, and I love it. It's a classic song. Like everybody, like the New Kids fans, like know that song, and that's definitely one of my favorites from them. Yeah, great track.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could possibly not say that this song was what really took him to the top. Because let's be
Right.
real, it really did.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything from like the beat and everything with with the meaning of the song and everything in between is just like it fit them perfectly because I can't imagine no other boy band doing a song like this or
Mhm.
come close to a song like this ever.
Right. I agree.
I agree too. Shit. All right. Next song. I Remember When, a Joey solo track. I actually did like this one.
Yeah.
This one's pretty cool. He's reminiscing about this girl he used to date and shit like that, how they started off as friends and
Yeah.
shit. So yeah, it's pretty nostalgic kind of song. So I let this
Yeah.
one's good.
I'll definitely like it. It has that '80s vibe to it, and yeah, Joseph, a great vocalist, and he did his thing on the track. I love it.
I feel.
Yeah, it still blew my mind that Joey was so young when he sang this song. It
Yeah,
was like he poured his heart out in this song right here.
yeah.
Like, oh
Screaming for
my
that pussy. That's what he was doing.
God. It gave me chills just listening
Yeah,
to it. And then too, the song does resonate with people who've been in a relationship and have all these memories and things of that. So that definitely is relatable to me. So yeah. Yeah, Joey McIntyre, you did your thing on this song right here.
yeah, definitely.
Mm.
How old was he when he did Hanging Tough? Was he like 13, 14?
I'll
Yeah,
double check. Hold on.
yeah. Cause I know. I think like the Christmas album that they did that came out around like I think that came out before this Hanging Tough, and he was like about maybe 12 on that song album.
Hanging Tough came out in like 88, 89, right?
Right, right.
Uh-huh.
He was 16.
16. Damn.
What?
He was born in
And he still had
73.
like a little girly voice at that time too.
That's not the same because at first I was
Yeah,
like he hadn't have hit puberty by this time.
yeah. 88 that came out.
Yeah,
I'm
72,
like,
16.
dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, Joey.
Yeah.
Next track. What you gonna do about it? Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
And this might be a controversial
Mm-hmm.
thing. Oh, does this song kind of sound like Janet Jackson's "What Have You Done for Me Lately"?
I was gonna say it sounded like you got the right stuff. It sounded like the same beat pattern, the drum pattern, but I could see where you come from. It does, at that time a lot of artists were using the same type of beats and shit like that. So it does sound like what have you done for me lately as well.
Not just that, but the lyrics too.
Yeah.
It's like the way they were doing it. You must think I'm
Mhm.
crazy. Please don't think
Right.
I'm blind. Don't want to dig your line, even though I
Yeah.
still love. Yeah, just the rhythm, everything like
Right.
that.
Right. Yeah. It could be like a remix for that song.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was like the most controversial song. I was like, yeah, nah, biting from it. Nah, not having it. Nope, nada.
I I like this song. I think it's a banging track, but it is reminiscent of Janet, whatever you done for me lately, and you got the right stuff. At least to me, it sounds like that. But I thought it was a dope track.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Ash?
Well, this one here, I don't know. To me, it kind of felt like it could have been like a possible follow up to um you got it the right stuff or something like
Yeah,
that, but
yeah,
I wasn't really digging the track like that. Even though it did have like Jordan, Donnie, Danny, and Joey doing the song, but
right.
yeah, I just really wasn't feeling it.
Understandable. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling this track like that either. On some bullshit, but I feel you. Next
Mm-hmm.
track is My Favorite Girl. Yeah, this was okay. Not really too fond of this one like that.
I like it. I thought it was a good track. A mid tempo track. It's like it's not really like a standout, but like I think it fits the whole sound of the album, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good.
Respect.
I think I think this one it was an okay track. Like it had the beat to like you could like see people like break dancing to this
Yeah,
in a sense because like how the beat goes in the song and all that stuff.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a good track to dance to if you're into it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. And the final track of this album, Hold On. And that's the only solo from Danny Wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, it didn't really do anything for me. Yeah.
Hold up, that was Danny singing that. I thought that was Donnie.
I thought it was Donnie too when I first heard this track, but then when I was looking at
What?
the who singing lead on here, I thought I was
Oh,
like, whoa, Danny?
Yeah, that's what
Really?
Wikipedia says, Danny.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it says Danny on here.
Wow, he sound like Donnie on there.
Yeah, cause you know what? When you do hear certain
Yeah.
songs, you be wondering, is it really Donnie or is it
Right,
Danny? Cause
right.
their voices just sound somewhat
It sounds
similar
so.
on certain
So,
songs.
even on the chorus, that was Danny doing the chorus, or that was Donnie?
It was
Um, it just says lead vocals by Danny Wood.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
I like it though. I think it's a great way to end the album, and it's real like a hard rock sounding type of track, and Danny surprised me. I really thought I was Donnie all these years. I didn't know it was Danny doing the lead. That was a dope solo cut by him.
yeah, cause like I've heard Hold On a couple of times, like when I've been hearing it, and yeah, my same thoughts exactly. I kept thinking the whole time, like, is this Donnie doing it?
Right,
But when I just saw Danny's name on there, I was like, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like that threw me for a loop. Cause I
crazy.
really didn't think that nothing of it. To be honest with you, I
Wow.
really didn't think nothing of it when I was hearing that song. And I just like the guitar like during the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
track. I was like, dang, that's suitable
yeah.
for this.
Oh yeah. Like if you listen to that song is like you can easily put like the Beastie Boys or Run DMC on that song just to rap over the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved it.
All right. So yeah, like I said, I was gonna do like the original LP and shit like that.
Yeah,
Um, my personal thoughts on this album. So I'm not gonna miss any words. It's not like my kind of music I would generally listen to,
right.
Mm-hmm.
but there are a few tracks I did like. But all in all, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
It's in the quiet taste and shit like that.
It kind of
I
has
But
to grow
love
on you
it.
if you're into it.
Right.
mm,
I love it. I think it's a classic. I think it's their best album. I had their other albums on cassette except for Face the Music. I never listened to that, but I had Step by Step. I had the remix album, No More Games. I had the Christmas album. But I,
mhm.
I think it's their best album, and I loved the fact that they came with like a harder like rock sound, and they mixed it with like hip hop and pop, of course.
R&B.
And yeah, R&B, right. And you got your ballads, you got your dance tracks. You got not just Jordan. Jordan was the leader, but Joseph
But
had
you
had,
get
had a
more,
voice.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, but you have more of the other guys singing along too,
Right,
singing vocals.
right. Yeah,
But you know one thing
yeah.
I've
And
noticed? You know
mm,
one thing I've noticed on this album?
yeah,
Jonathan never sang any lead.
right.
Yeah, Jordan's brother. Yeah, he never
Yeah.
sang lead on none of the
But
tracks.
he was like the background. He did like the background stuff and dance.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah. But I think it's a classic. I give it 5 mics.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, Hanging Tough for me. It had good stuff that I could continuously listen to, like some songs off there, some that I don't care too much for, but all in all, it was an all right album, and I do see why this was one their second album that really catapulted their career to the stratosphere.
Yeah.
right.
I give it that.
And I
I'll
got
give
it.
them that.
So I don't want nobody saying I'm talking shit. I actually got the album.
Hmm.
Yeah, the only album I do have from New Kids is
Mhm.
Face the Music, and I was skeptical on getting Step by Step.
Right.
Yeah, but then too, like I
That
said, I've listened to the original
yeah.
Hanging Tough. Have like certain remix songs,
Mhm.
an extended edition of Please Don't Go Girl,
Right.
a remix of Cover Girl, and new songs like The Way,
Yeah.
80s Baby, and The Boys in the Band. And I sent Reggie a link to the video for
Yeah,
Boys in the
that shit
Band.
is hilarious. I love that
Very
video.
funny.
I love that too.
Yeah,
That one I'll never get sick of watching. I watched it a couple of times.
and I like the fact that they paid homage to like the
All the
'90s
boy
groups,
bands,
OC,
yeah, from
H
over the
Town, and
years.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, and they even had cameos in that video.
Yeah,
Belle Biv DeVoe, um,
yeah,
Naughty by Nature was in that video.
hmm yeah,
Lance Bass from NSYNC,
right,
and Debbie Gibson as the principal.
Wow.
right.
Yeah.
And she still look fine too after all these years.
Yeah, man. So as you guys should know, the 30th anniversary was recently released.
Mhm.
Recently released and shit, excuse me. So if you guys love New Kids on the Block, you guys will love that album.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're about to get into phase of music. So I'm about to give like a little synopsis. So after the release of Hanging Tough, like I said before, they got booked in television programs like Showtime at the Apollo, Soul Train, and so on and so on. They opened for Tiffany in a tour and shit like that.
Mhm.
Right.
The first album was re-released internationally. And yeah, they had to re-release that shit. So they can remember, hey, they've been here way before that. So fast forward to I believe still the same year, 89, they dropped the Christmas album, Merry Merry Christmas.
Right.
They rushed released that because it was released in the fall, actually.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I actually had that. I had that on cassette back in the day.
Yeah. It was still a
Yeah.
successful album. And so they got American Music Awards. They won 2 American Music Awards for Hanging Tough.
Yep.
And they broke records by having 3 singles at a Hot 100 at the same time, each from a different album. That shit's crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That definitely makes them stand out.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so 1990, you can say that was 1990, 91 was their peak years because that year, I believe, like as far as successful tours, they had like merchandises, they had a Saturday morning cartoon,
Yep.
Yeah.
and they had Saturday morning cartoon and everything like that. They were like some of the highest paid entertainers and shit.
Mhm.
And I believe 1990 they dropped the Step by Step album.
Yeah, they did. They did drop it that year.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta be real with y'all. The only song I've heard from this is Step by Step. That's the only song I heard.
And I don't like that song. They played too much. I'm like, that's not their signature song.
I've listened to that song a couple of times, and I saw the video and as the music video and the live performance of them doing that song.
Right.
I prefer the live performance of them doing the song over the music video itself
Same.
Yeah.
because they really did their thing and they really know how to put on a show, and
Right.
them doing the choreography to it and all that stuff. I was like, oh my God, like these guys can
Yeah.
really move.
Right.
Right.
That's what I loved about that song. And there were other songs off that album that I liked. Let's Try It Again. I know there was another song I used to play a lot. Funny Feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song because it was a good contrast from Joey and Jordan's voices on that particular track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was only like a few songs off that album that I did like, and there was another track called "Call It What You Want,"
Right.
if that's the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the number.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one was okay with me. That one was okay with me, but everything else off that album, it
But
just didn't do it for me.
the one song that I hate is when Donnie tried to do that Jamaican song, Stay With Me Baby.
Oh God.
That song is horrible. Like that should have never made on the album.
Oh my God,
That is the
yeah.
worst song, the worst New Kids on the Block song ever.
Wow.
Oh my God. No, even from the start, it just like I was like, what in the world
He
are
had
they
a fake
trying to do?
Jamaican accent. I was like, yo, This is
Yeah,
trash.
that's what I was going to say. Like a fake Jamaican accent at the beginning of this track. I'm like, yo, come on now.
And they
come
played
on.
that on the cartoon as well. They
Y'all better
used to
than
play
that.
that
Like
on
y'all.
the cartoon. I was like, this shit is horrible.
Mm.
No.
I wasn't around for the cartoon when that came out.
Yeah, they used to play on the cartoon. I was like,
Thank God I wasn't.
That shit is bad. Never again, Donnie. Don't ever do a Jamaican song ever.
No. What were they thinking when they did that? I wonder.
I don't know, man. He must have been high.
Obviously. Oh God.
Yeah.
So that after the remix album was released, ironically, I think who was it? Donnie and Danny, they contributed to Marky Mark's album.
Yeah.
In 91.
Mm-hmm.
That same year, Donnie was actually arrested in 91 too because
oh yeah, I remember that
incident.
Yeah, the hotel.
Yeah, him and Danny were partying and they got drunk and they set the hotel on fire.
Yep.
But he could have faced up to 20 years, but it was reduced to a misdemeanor and shit like that.
Yeah. He got off lucky because if he would have gotten charged and had to do time, that really would have been an end for the guys then and there.
It would. Shit. And so David Dyson, he became the new musical director. But then in 1992, they dropped the compilation, the hits compilation, where they had the song If You Go Away, which is on the Face the Music album. But then there was some controversy because this was the early 90s was like the Milli Vanilli lip syncing scandal.
Right.
Oh, they were accused of lip syncing and ever since
they actually interrupted their Australian leg and went to Arsenio Hall to confirm that, they do sing live. But at the same time, they admitted to singing with the backing track during live performances, and that Marie Starr sang harmony on some background vocals. So,
oh shit.
Yeah. So that same year, they filed like a lawsuit against the person that started the rumor. I think his name was McPherson and shit like that. Their music teacher, Gregory McPherson.
Wow.
But McPherson, he dropped the suit against Starr because of the fact that it was confirmed that they did sing the vocals, but that they got like a lot of backlash from that because not only from the lip syncing incident, but because of the fact that the record sales were kind of going down and boy bands were kind of losing its edge for a while and shit like that. Right. So they were also having problems with Marie Starr as well, too. So they cut ties with him. They shortened their name to NKOTB because he still had the rights to the New Kids on the Block name.
Right.
And they were kind of going through some issues. I don't even know what were the issues they were going through, Ashley. I know they were going through like a lot of shit around this time.
Did we lose him?
I think we lost him.
Well, I know they were beefing with each other. Like the group was having issues, and with Maurice Starr, it probably was over money, just the same as New Edition.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the remix album, No More Games. I think that's the first official release where they had NKOTB with just them calling themselves that. They just shortened it.
Wow.
And it's crazy.
Yeah, and so with that being said, in 1994, this album was released and shit like that because it was mostly recorded between 92 and 93.
Right.
And yeah, by that time they wanted a more mature edge and stuff like that because they were all pushing early 20s and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so I think they hooked up. They had like a lot of interesting producers on this lineup. They had, of course, Donnie and Jordan were the executives.
Mm.
Diane Richards associate, Teddy Riley. Yes, the same Teddy Riley was
I got
produced
to
for
hear
this
that.
album. Leon Silvers the third. Yes, the same Leon Silvers the third from Solar Records. The Silvers, he produced this album. Walter Offensum, who was known for working with Mariah Carey. Richard Wolf, Jason Hess,
Richard.
Tom Soares, Narada Michael Walden, Mike Manny, Monty Seward, Brad Young, and Dobrain.
Mm.
Dope Brain. Mm.
Never heard of him.
And Try.
I never heard him either. And sorry for the hiccup. My phone
It's all good.
the battery was low, so I had to put it back on the freaking charger. Forgive me for that.
Yo, Try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guess what rap
yeah,
group guest starred on this album too?
Hammer.
Nice and Smooth.
Oh shit. Are
yeah,
you
yeah,
serious?
yeah, yeah. Nice and smooth.
Nice and
Yep,
Smooth
Wow.
was actually on the New Kids on the Block album.
That's crazy.
yep.
So yeah,
You would have never known that, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
right. Caught me off guard as well too, man. Like that shit. So
Wow.
yeah, and I believe
Mm-hmm.
this is actually their longest album to date. So 14 songs.
Mhm.
Let's get this started.
Mm-hmm.
Track number one, intro, Face the Music. That song samples like a lot of hip hop songs at the time. Like it used the Grand Puba 360 Degrees sample, Gangstar DeWitt
Mm-hmm.
sample, and they also sample Take It Personal. And it's just Donnie on vocals by himself.
Yeah, and he wrote it himself. So yeah,
Oh,
Like, yeah, man, shit.
the intro it had that vibe. I don't know, that nice and smooth vibe to me.
Mm-hmm.
That I kind of I dug it. I dig it.
I feel you. I feel you. And you said you never heard the album before, Try, right?
no, I haven't heard it. I have never heard it before. I gotta check that out.
Okay, okay, bet.
Oh
All right.
wow.
So track number two, you got the flavor. As you can tell with this song, you guys should know like the direction they were going to take, New Jack Swing and shit like that. Teddy Riley produced this song. Very good song, in my opinion. I love that beat.
Yeah.
What you think, guys?
Oh, I love the song. I love everything about it. Like from like was like when the melody picks up when they be saying I don't really mean to
Yeah,
lead you on, and then when the beat drops, it's just like automatic dance party like right then and there, like something that could really get it going if you would drop
exactly.
the song now.
Like, but at the same time, I'm gonna talk about more about that once the album is review is done and shit. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, I
Yeah.
love the harmonies on that one too and shit like that.
Oh
Very
yeah, yeah, yeah,
all right. Track number
yeah.
three. You said
Yep.
what?
No, I was gonna say Jordan sang lead on that track.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Track number three, Dirty Dog featuring Nice and Smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This song, my second favorite song off this album. Yeah. Like this song had like that nice mid-90s hip hop vibe. This was a single. This if you go away and never let you go with singles, by the way.
Yeah.
Um,
They only had yeah.
yeah, dope song. Um, Nice and Smooth, they definitely stole the show. That could have been their song. They could have done a solo off that beat as well and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I liked when who was it? Greg Nice was spitting some shit like had a crush on my man the first time we met. Now what you see is what you get. I lost more than a mil on a gambling bet. Like I like that line. Yeah,
Yeah, and they sampled Pop It Don't Take No Mess on this track.
for real.
Mm-hmm.
Now this might be a surprise to you, but "Girls" is actually my favorite track.
Oh, I know you've been told me this was your other favorite song off this album.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about that song, it has that vibe. Like it sounds like something it could have been made within the past decade and shit like that.
Yeah.
For real. Like, and they also used a moment sample with this one. Um, Teddy Riley and Leon Silvers did their thing on the production. I kind of saw
Mm-hmm.
this song more like a tribute to their fans, if you ask me. You still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm done. I'm done by that.
Yeah, it was a good song. I like everything about it, and I kind of feel like it was paying tribute to all their fans from around the world, because like everywhere these guys went, there was millions of screaming girls all over the place, no matter where they went. So yeah.
Exactly. Like that beat has that nice. I'm gonna go out to a swanky club kind of vibe and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then we get to "If You Go Away," which was actually released in '91, but they kind of resurfaced this album and shit like that. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna front though. I actually did like this song. This has had a nice soulful vibe and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I believe Donnie, no, not Donnie. Yeah, Jordan and Joe.
Jordan's
Hmm.
yeah, Jordan and Joey did leads.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah,
Yeah, I this is one of my favorite songs off this album too. And it's just like, even though I watched the music video for this, it just, I don't know, it just seems so, I don't know, like gloomy when you see the video. Like when you see all the guys just moving around. I don't know like what it was. And it just, oh my God. Cause I think I almost cried when I was listening to this song, because it like resonated with me. Like you having that one person in your life and you don't want them to go away, and like what were you going to do without that person and all of that stuff. So that
right.
kind of like touched me.
I feel you though. I feel you.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's "If You Go Away" and little trivia. This is the song that they performed when they came to the Arsenio Hall show and shit like that. So,
Oh yeah, yep, they sure did. I remember that. Yep.
hmm track number 6, "Keep On Smiling." Love this song. Nice song right here. Has that nice summertime kind of feel to it, in my personal opinion. I believe Jordan, Donnie, Danny, and Joe did the lead vocals.
Yeah, they all did. You're right. They all did.
Hmm. So yeah, very good song and shit.
Yeah, this one is another favorite of mine off this album too, because I mean, just everything from beginning to end, it just like you can't help but like kind of like want to dance to, like as soon as you hear it come on, or put it in the car while you're like driving somewhere, something like that.
Hmm.
And I wish they could have dropped this as a single though. Like imagine how much airplay it would have gotten, like if somebody would have like been like, "Yo, can we release it as like a possible follow-up or a potential single or something like that?" I think it would have been hot if they would have dropped it.
You right.
Yeah.
You right. Yeah, because I think they had, because this was the only album on Columbia, if I'm not mistaken.
The first one was on Columbia.
You
Hanging
said
Tough.
what?
Hanging Tough was on Columbia.
Oh yeah, you right. You right.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I definitely feel you. That should definitely been a single though.
Yeah.
Then track number 7, "Never Let You Go." Um, That song I did like because it was some nice harmonies that was shared by Jordan and shit like that. And Dottie did his thing with the rap. Yeah, very dope song and shit like that. Definitely has that. It's a ballad, but at the same time, if you play it with a dope system and shit like that, it'll sound very good and stuff. So yeah, like this whole album sonically sounds
Mm-hmm.
pretty good.
Yeah, this is another song I love off this album too, and of course it was produced by Teddy Riley, and like that man is a musical genius. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it was when they were putting this together. Like they did their thing on this one, and I was like, yeah, it's another good track to like kind of like vibe out to. Like it'll kind of like I know for me it'll definitely like clear my mind of like stuff I probably went through at my job or whatever. And it's just like it puts me in a good mood when I hear this song. And then with Jordan's vocals, it's just like, dang, like wow, like from beginning to the end. And then with Donnie coming in with his rap, it fits perfectly.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that was Never Let You Go. Track number 8, Keeping My Fingers Crossed. Yeah, I didn't really care for this song, honestly. I didn't really care for. I don't know what it was. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Yeah. What about you?
I mean, it was an all right song for me, but then too, it's like when like I hear the harmonies in the beginning, it's like everything sounded good, and then once I got more into it, like with the beat and everything, it was like real a good upbeat song, and I don't know what it was. It just felt different from everything that I've ever heard before. Like I have nothing against it. I mean, I could play that song whenever I feel like it. But yeah, it was an all right track to me.
Okay. Track number 9, Mrs. Right. Love this song as well. The beat had that like nice mid tempo vibe and shit like that. Donnie
Mhm.
actually produced that song.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they're talking about the ideal woman. What I got from that's like finding the ideal woman and shit like that. Um,
Yeah, that's what I was getting from the song too.
exactly and shit like that. Like I love when they said, "Where do I turn? I don't know which way. Will I ever learn from my own mistakes? If I play it smooth, will Mrs. Right swing this way, or will it lead to another heartache, boy, baby?" Cause you be trying to think too much what to say and shit like that. But
Yeah, like you doing too much. Like don't overthink it, just go for it.
right,
Yep. And
yeah,
this song's really suited Joey anyway, because I couldn't imagine Jordan or Danny singing this song. So this suited Joey perfectly.
right. Track number 10, Since You Walked Into My Life. Um, this song was okay. Was pretty okay and shit like that. Like I felt like the latter half of this album kind of has some songs and shit like that. I kind of prefer the first half, but what you think?
Yeah, this song it was all right to me, but it was like okay, I don't know what it was. I don't know. This song just had my mind feeling some type of way about it. It was like, hmm, like I don't know whether or not this was okay or not. But then too, when I was looking at like the music, like the music credits and stuff, I honestly thought this was one that Teddy Riley produced as well because of the sound of it, because it
Hmm.
sounded like a song that Guy would have done.
Right.
Yeah, that's the kind of vibe I was picking up when I was listening to this song.
Okay. Okay. All right. And track number 11, Let's Play House. Mm. Again, I kind of felt it was a bit too forced in my opinion. All of a sudden, now y'all trying to play house all of a sudden and shit. I don't know. I don't know. And even the LL Cool J sample didn't really strike my nerve.
Didn't really suit it.
It did, but I'll talk about that more after the album's over.
Okay, okay. I really didn't care too much for this song either, honestly. Even though Donnie like produced the track and all, but still, it's just I don't know. It just really didn't do it for me.
I feel you. Track number 12, I Can't Believe It's Over. I would personally say that what's his name? What's his name? Jordan kind of sounds like when his falsetto is what made this song.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's kind of reminiscent of the lead singer from the Stylistics a little bit, Russell Tompkins.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying. And then too, like Maurice Starr wanted Jordan to, I guess, have his voice sound like that while he was singing too. So that's another inspiration that led Jordan to sing the way he does.
Right.
I think he had him listening to some stuff from the Stylistics, so that way it would help Jordan perfect his voice to that falsetto the way he has it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, any thoughts about that song too?
This song it definitely strikes a chord with me cuz it's like dang, like something that was so good and you really can't believe like it's really the end of it. It was like, dang. Like what now?
Mm-hmm.
Like whether it be the end to like I don't know, like you finishing high school and not seeing all your friends and all that stuff, or the ending of like a beautiful relationship that you had and thought it was going to be like something forever, and you'd be like, "Damn, I really can't believe it's over."
I
Like no
feel,
more of that.
I feel you though.
So yeah, that's another one that really resonates with me.
Okay. Track number 13, I'll Still Be Loving You. Yeah, the last two tracks, they're pretty much a blur to me, to be real. Yeah, just to be
Oh
honest.
wow. I mean, it's an okay song that was good for Joey's voice,
Mm-hmm.
but I really just I don't know, like no matter how many times I've heard this song, it really ain't it's really not what I would consider a favorite of mine off this album. I said it was an okay song, I'll give it that. That's pretty much how I felt about I'll Still Be Loving You and I'll Be Waiting. I was like it was like a I thought of it as a good song, something I could like vibe out to and all. And it's good that the song had Danny and Joey's voices, cause like his is different from. I mean, they're both different from each other, but it kind of suited the song well, and I like the chorus of it and everything like that. So it's something that I would still play from time to time.
I feel you.
Yeah, yeah. But my copy of Face the Music, it has a bonus track. Basically, it's like I don't know, like a remix version to Dirty Dog with Nice and Smooth on the track of it still, but it was like okay, it's a different change up. Like I can dig that.
Oh, word, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, because like I said, I got it from the copy I got came all the way from the UK. So yeah, so that particular Dogapella is what it's called. That
Dogapella.
yeah,
Wow.
that one that was considered an international hit. That's the reason why they did never put it on the original album to begin with. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So now let me be the first to say that I did give this album a chance. This is really the first album I've heard from them, and I actually do like it. You
Yeah.
know, they did step the game up vocally. But here's the thing that I have to really be skeptical about. It's like this album could be like a benchmark to a boy bands, like a transitional phase for boy bands and shit. Because you can tell they're like in a fork in the road. They want to please their
Mhm.
original fans, but at the same time, they want to be taken more seriously.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was kind of like cringing at some of the songs is like they were just trying to like throw the hip hop element, shove it in our faces and shit, which it's cool. I don't mind that experimenting, but still, like, come on, this even the way they were spelling dog, DAWG and shit. I wasn't really expecting that. And even by like 94, you can tell because New Jack Swing was pretty much gone by that time.
Yeah.
Even though like the album was recorded between like 92 93,
Mhm.
and boy bands would not become popular until Backstreet Boys came back and shit.
And then NSYNC and LFO and
Yeah.
all them other ones.
But other than that, I do like this album. It's probably the album I would hold like probably the only album I probably own from them if I had a chance. Unfortunately, this album's out of print, so
Yeah.
yeah.
What, this one's out of print?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was lucky enough to get it because yeah, like I said, I got it from a music store from the UK. I'm like, dang.
How,
Dang.
how much was it?
Um let me see. Yeah, because like I said, it they had something like either a new copy or a used copy. So I was like, okay, let me take the used one because like they were gonna up and charge me like something outrageous if I would have up and got a brand freaking new one,
Mm-hmm.
Man,
you know.
Yeah.
But I got it at like $10 or $11, give or take.
that's good.
That's
Yeah, that was a good deal.
very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this album, Mash?
To me, it was a great album overall. It had some tracks on it that I really could see myself playing like over and over again. Like if I'm having like a bad day or I need something like to put me in a good mood, I will always play the songs off of this album. And I honestly felt like this album was them wanting to like take their music to a different level and then having that control and not like have because I think around during this time they ended things with Maurice Starr at the
Yeah.
time as well. Yeah. So they wanted to like see, okay, what can they possibly do on their own without him? And I felt like, okay, this was a step in the right direction, but it was like the timing of it was like I don't know. That I guess the timing was off or something like that. Like and it had me thinking too, like imagine they would have dropped the album like right after the momentum of Step by Step like would have like died down a bit like towards the end of 91 and they would have up and released it then instead of holding off until 2 years later.
Right.
It had me thinking about that.
Mm.
Of
Yeah.
like what could have been like if they would have dropped it during that time or something. I really felt like they would have like continued with the tour because I mean at one point they were doing the tour but Jonathan left the group like during that time because he was dealing with like anxiety and other issues and stuff
Yeah.
and it was just Danny, Jordan, Joey and Donnie on the road and I don't know somewhere during that tour they just called it quits.
Mm.
I remember there was a Vibe magazine issue and they had reviewed that album and they trashed it and They were talking about, well, this is the last album from them anyway, and it was just like a throwaway album for them to just like end everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
did not know that.
that's crazy though. Shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
But thank y'all so much for joining me for this reviews and shit like that. It was a struggle for me to get it over with. Yeah. Other than that, I'm gonna stay on the chat for until like 8:30. I gotta go see a friend right quick.
True.
But
Okay.
are you still down for the Soul to Real review, bro?
Yeah, I'm down
So
for it.
for
You know
real?
what I mean? Yeah, we're doing the first album. If you want, you could join us, you know.
When is that gonna
I
happen?
gotta hear it first. Is it on Spotify?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to like peep that. Definitely. But oh yeah, if you do, I mean, if you do want like a physical copy of Face the Music, I'm
Mhm.
looking on Amazon right now, and they have a used one for like $6.35. All you and only $3.99 shipping.
That's dope.
I did not think it was gonna be that expensive though, but maybe one day. Like I said before, like New Kids on the Block, I'm not like a big
Yeah,
fan.
I know you're not like a big fan of it, but if you want an actual physical copy of Face the Music,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, they still have it.
I got you.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Oh,
Yeah,
also,
I got plenty of copies.
what was I about to say? What was I about to say? So when you doing this Soul to Real for Soul for Real, excuse me.
I'm not in no like I want to do it, but how my Wi-Fi is, so I'm not in no rush to do it. I just feel like we at some point it should be discussed because I don't hear nobody talk about Soul for Real and that album, and I feel like that's a
Mm.
you know.
Okay,
But yeah, at some point I want to do it, but I'm not in no rush to do it though.
I feel you.
Yeah, just hit me
Yeah,
up whenever y'all decide to do it and see how it goes.
no doubt. Yeah, cause I'm planning on reviewing Poor Righteous Teacher's first album sometime this week. Yeah, somebody requested me to do the album for a while, so I'm trying to like get it out the way.
Yeah.
Honestly, though,
Mhm.
my favorite is Black Business, but that's for obvious reasons.
Right.
Y'all like Poor Righteous?
I heard New World Order. I like that one, but I didn't hear the other ones before that though.
Mm.
Wait, who was it again?
It's a group called the Poor Righteous Teachers.
I've never heard of that
Yeah.
group, to be honest.
Yeah, personally, I'm not like that biggest fan, but I do like Wise Intelligent, who's like the lead MC. So somebody requested me to review that album, so I might review that either Monday or Wednesday, one of them days.
Oh, okay. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember one discussion that we were having. I told you I had Left Eye's Supernova album and
Oh.
posthumous album I Legacy. Yeah, I got hang on, let me
They,
get
I
the
actually I
CD
promoted
case
for the
real quick.
Supernova, but they only gave me the sample. I never got the album.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, but because she was on Arista at that time, right?
Yeah, she was on Arista
Yeah,
Records at the time
and
because she had a solo deal.
Arista sent me the Arista has sent me the sampler. The sampler has Life is Like a Park with Carl Thomas,
Uh-huh.
and what was the other song? There was like another song. It was like two other songs on there, but I never got the album. They never sent me the album.
Oh
Yep.
wow. Well, I was
That's
lucky
Clive
enough to
Davis.
get the album off
Yeah,
Amazon as well, but it came from a music store somewhere in Georgia,
yeah.
and I have it. Hang on, I'm gonna get it. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, that Clive Davis, he's known for doing that some shit like
Oh
that.
man, that's out of print too. That's out of print album.
No,
Yeah,
I got it. It ain't
Yeah,
out of. You just really gotta look
it's not out of
for it.
print.
No,
Oh,
no,
word.
no. I was looking at the copy, so yeah.
Damn.
And I know I got I Legacy.
I never heard that one.
yeah,
Oh
I
really?
gotta listen to a solo album though.
She had one on Death Row, right? When she had changed her name to Nina or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I was going to look for that one. I've heard of that one. Yeah,
yeah,
because I heard a song she did with Danny Boy,
right.
to Street TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I sent that song to Reggie sometime this week to let him check
Mm,
it out.
yeah,
Yeah, this is Supernova. This is the one I got.
yeah. That's the album cover.
Yeah,
Dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has 12 tracks and got like a bonus track on there called
Mm,
Breathe.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and here's the I Legacy album that I have.
I saw the album cover for that too.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, this one got 12 tracks on it as well. It features various artists from Bobby Valentino, Lil Mama, TLC, and Missy Elliott, one of the guys from Boys to Men,
Mm,
and several other people.
dope.
Mm.
I gotta check
And
that out.
I think like there was like a song or two with her sister, Left Eye
She got a
Sister,
sister?
Raindrop. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't
Raindrop
know that.
Lopez, but her real name is Raina Lopez.
Oh,
Oh
true.
wow.
Yeah, cause
That's dope.
she's an artist too, but she does hip
Mm,
rock.
right.
Hip
Yeah,
rock.
yeah,
Never heard of her.
Basically, she does rap rock. Basically.
yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. You can find her stuff on she has a Facebook page, she has an Instagram page. I don't know if she got
Mm,
Twitter, but
right.
yeah, but I'm friends with her on Facebook as well as their brother Ron.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. But yo, listen, y'all. I'm actually about to head out right now to run some errands and shit.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so much for watching.
no doubt.
And shit. And thank you. And I hope you like the show for the first time, Ash.
Anytime, anytime.
She do
All
her
right.
thing. She know her stuff.
All
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
It's your boy Reg. Speak your clout represent. Peace.
Peace.